Welcome to colorful Colorado. We're back, and I brought a friend with me, Mr. David Gray, who has drove the entire way from Indiana to Colorado.
It's like an e-ticket at Disney World.
We're on County Road 60, making our way to Campsite 4, where we're going to camp out tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to do Red Cone Pass. You might remember a video to where I did Red Cone Pass. I'll put a link to it up in the description and up in the corner, but we're going to camp out at Campsite 4 on this really rough road, and then we'll make our way through Montezuma and then head south. This is going to be a great trip. We have plans of hitting a lot of backcountry spots, including St. Elmo's, Tincup Pass. It's going to be a great time. County Road 60 is a really short road that pretty much leads off of 285 highway to the Red Cone Pass trailhead. Very scenic, and you really feel the mountains around you. Just an absolute beautiful spot. So we're really enjoying the drive. It is a little bit of a rough road. We did go ahead and air down just a little bit to try to help with it. But other than that, the scenery is spectacular. So keep your fingers crossed. We're hoping to get Campsite 4. So far 1 through 3 is taken, but we'll see where we end up. Well, this has been the year of things breaking, and keep in mind, I mean, I've got 64,000 miles on it, a lot of hard trails, a lot of hard roads. It's done the job. We have a bad strut, found that out right before we left. The back end of it is a little more springy. This side's a little rough, bounces a little too much for my liking. Now we just had a pin break on one of my sway bar disconnects. I can get a new pin and fix that, but we're going to be a while before we find a place where I can get one. We didn't get Campsite 4, however, but this really cool campground, great spot. David's set up over there in his triplex, and then I got Bumblebee out, so I'm super excited to actually be back in the hammock. Any night in the hammock is a good night.
What are you taking them down to?
We're gonna go 18 this time. Normally we do 20 pounds for a lot of the dirt and clay stuff. Makes it a little comfortable. It's gonna be a lot of rocks. It's gonna be some pretty large rocks on trail, so it'll be real bumpy, super slow. Red Cone's about a 3-mile trail. Probably takes about 4 hours.
And we'll be driving on marshmallows.
Pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna go down to 18. This one is?
Yep. It's
nice.
Considered, they have the book's called The 100 Best and All the Rest, so it's in the all the rest category.
Okay.
Which kind of separates it, but 45 Kenosha Pass is like considered the best.
At least the hail stopped. Got more hail. Well, David, here we are again.
Cold.
Doritos?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Mountain House?
No, I'm good with that.
We're out by the fire. We thought maybe everything was done, but it started hailing like it is right now.
I just want everybody to know that fire is still going after 3 hails and 2 rains.
Yeah.
It refuses to die.
That's a real fire. We have the best fire in camp.
And if you don't have a UGQ tarp, you don't know what you're missing. Buckle up, safety first.
Never know when you might fall out of the car.
We are all packed up. Camp's clean, getting ready to take off. From where we stopped at this campsite, it's actually not that far from the trailhead. So at this point, let's get on the road and let's get some heat in here and knock out Red Cone Pass. Rocks, it makes it a little better, but you see the ATVs, they fit right between it.
Yeah, no kidding.
We got to kind of pop up over it.
This is the gatekeeper here. Appropriately named feature that blocks the beyond.
I can't even see the rock with this lift.
Yeah, I can tell you how close here. All right. You can go a little more to your right if you want. A couple inches. That's a pretty good line there. Nothing to it. Like a champ.
Because I did it on 35s, and at the very end, those last rocks, I caught my differential.
Okay.
So I was going to take the bypass, but seeing that, we're doing this.
Oh, you got a redemption. Oof, man, oh man. Jeez. Wow. There you go.
Well,
so what do you think? How are you going to get through it? With a lot of rocking back and forth, it looks like.
Yeah, well, it's going to articulate like crazy. In fact, in my video, it shows like my rear. I got a rear shot of it, and it was crazy. I'm going to have to use my rear locker. That way, I got one tire helping push, at least, because one's going to be in the air, I'm sure.
Okay.
So,
fire away.
Yeah. The only thing, I just got to make sure I don't lean into that or lean into any of this stuff. So.
All right.
Just came up that, and we made it over the gatekeeper way easier than what I did last time. A couple of the other obstacles I've struggled with, we've made it through easier, but this is where it starts getting pretty on Red Cone. We're starting to get closer to the top of the tree line, and we're going to kind of crest out of that, and then it's just going to be views for days. At this point, it's been a pretty consistent climb, about 8 degrees right there, probably about 10, and you're still having to get up some rocks, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. So what do you think so far?
I think this is fun. I think it's exhausting. I feel like I've been hiking it instead of riding in a vehicle.
Yeah, it beats you up a little bit.
Pretty amazing though.
He's got some crazy shots, so you're definitely going to have to look at David Gray backpacking to get the full effect of those climbs. You can see the road right around in there. That's actually where we're heading. thing about it, it's a cold breeze right now. It's like 39 degrees, 40 mile an hour winds, and David's setting up a tripod just because the views are so amazing. I guess let's join him. It's cold out there. Oh. A little windy. I'm standing on the other side of the Bronco right now. The wind is brutal, but we're at the summit. It's 12,800 feet. I'm gonna walk out, I'll show you the summit, but then you'll see the downhill. That thing that looks like a first roller coaster drop, there's 3 of them. So we're gonna be heading down those here shortly. Big key to that is keep it in a low gear. Stay off the brake as much as possible because there's a whole bunch of loose rock all the way down it. Unbelievable. Those switchbacks there, if you can hear me, those are to Webster Pass. I believe that way is closed still because of snow. We're going to take the road further away on the other side of that blue car. We're going to head to Montezuma. But here you can see that'll be the first drop, straighten out, second drop, and then third drop in. Super steep. If I remember right, it's like 26 degrees or so. Oh, we got a break in the wind. It just died. America. Well, we made it off Red Cone. We're actually on the way to Montezuma. We're gonna drive through there and hit a couple towns, but we gotta make a quick stop either at a auto parts store or something. We gotta find another lock pin, that way we can link our sway bar back up. The overall plan is basically to make it down to St. Elmo's and then maybe start looking for a campsite. Can't argue with what we're driving in.
What's it look like?
I think a rock dinged it and then just smashed it and then sheared off the pin, but I got it to where I can bend it back and I got it broke loose, so we'll at least get it rehooked. We'll have a sway bar. Sweet! We just got the tires aired up, got the sway bar reconnected. David bought me a meatball sandwich. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And he's also researching in this really cool book that he got me, Colorado campgrounds, like the 100
best and all the rest.
That's awesome. So he's going to look up some campgrounds. We're going to be on our way to St. Elmo. It's about a 2-hour and 20-minute drive-ish. A wooden sidewalk. Welcome to St. Elmo. Told you I'd find a store.
Yeah, you did. Like a Walmart.
Like a Walmart. Looks like they even have a church still up. How cool. I love the old boardwalk.
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
If you're watching Gunsmoke.
I think tumbleweeds.
Yeah, that's right. It's very cool.
Yeah, no. He weighs more than she does.
I thought this was a church. Maybe it's a school. I don't know. They've really done a good job of keeping it up. Oh, cast iron stove. I love those things. This was a hotel? Definitely another breed of people. Well, it's about 5:30. I haven't even showed you around camp. But we're at the Iron City Campground. It's about time to make dinner, so we're gonna get some hot coals going. Got Bumblebee set up over there, and David's got his triplex there. For anybody that hasn't seen it, basically a UGQ tarp, old school 12-foot penny pincher. Love that tarp. It's actually one of my favorites. And then got my DIY hammock out of 1.2 Robic and DIY underquilt, and it's 3/4 length with 650 down, so should be pretty good. Got brutally cold last night. It was, I don't want to say it was low 30s, but it sure felt like low 30s. When we got up in the morning, it was 39 degrees, plus that really heavy winds made it just impossible for the quilts I brought, so I had to bail to the Bronco. So we're going to give it another shot. Should be a lot better weather. It's time to start making dinner. But I'm actually going to take some time and cut up the potatoes because they'll actually cook faster. You didn't see that hit the table. All right, now comes the favorite ingredients, real butter. Not that stuff that's one molecule away from plastic.
This is where it just went from heart healthy to flavorful.
We've got seasoning salt. I love Lowry's. A little bit of Sazon Tropical, one of my favorite seasonings, and it gets loaded with this stuff.
You got everybody on the video watching the video running out to buy Sazon Tropical Spice.
And then I fold this up into a little container so it doesn't leak any of the good stuff out. We're just going to set this on the fire and keep flipping it about 50 million times so it starts really cooking on both sides. All right, I'm gonna go right there. Innovation.
There you go.
And we've got the seasoned potatoes with the teriyaki chicken. Happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm doing some of that. Really good. Perfect dinner for here. In a great spot.
Heck yeah.
You gotta land it right on the stump. And he sticks the landing.
It wasn't too bad, was it? Man, what a morning so far. We're actually on Tincup Pass Road, which you'll see we're kind of just about ready to get above the tree line. This is actually part of the CDT, so we'll actually see some signs when we get up to the pass. It's really rocky, really slow, just like Red Cone, but there's nothing real technical. I think it's rated maybe a 4 or 5 on Onyx. Seen a moose, couldn't really get a good shot. That was really cool. Outside of that, we're just keep making our way up this rocky road, slowly but surely. Oh gosh, I can't make it. There is one slight concern. We were told Tincup Pass wasn't open by the host at Iron City. He told us to check with the store at St. Elmo. We did that. They said it's open. Mirror Lake does have 15 to 20 inches of water covering the road.
Slight concern.
That's a slight concern. I think they fished some four-wheelers out of it and some other things. That could get interesting, so we'll see what happens. David's driving again.
Hold on for dear life.
We just seen the mud pits. I didn't get it on camera, but they were kind of ridiculous. Luckily, they created a little bit of a bypass around them. So that was obstacle number one we were worried about with this trail being closed. Now we just have to worry about Mirror Lake.
Green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant and a fake plastic girl. And she bought from a rubber man. Time full of rubber plants to get rid of itself. The wears around. The wears around. The wears around.
See the side-by-side getting ready to go in the water. How's the crossing? How was the crossing?
Oh, it's fine.
Is it fine? Can you see the road okay?
Yeah, just stay on your
stay to the far
stay to the far right.
Far right.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
there's a machine's down there that's damaged because it's just now gone down to where we can cross it.
That's what I heard, because
Yeah.
we're trying to make it to Lake City, and it was like, this is going to be our only way to get there.
Yeah,
no,
just stay
you're
to the
good
far
now.
right.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Well, got your life jacket?
Yeah, got my paddles. What do you think about your first experience driving through a lake?
I mean, that was a little nerve-wracking. I feel way better now. The problem that we have is there's another pass, and it was completely shut off from an avalanche. So it was unpassable still. This was unpassable up until yesterday, maybe.
Apparently.
But this is our only way to Lake City. So we would have had to drive all the way back and go around.
That wouldn't have been much fun.
No.
Oh, wait.
Again.
Again.
Once we get on the other side of the lake, it's actually a lot smoother. I mean, you do like 10, 15 mile an hour versus 3. So not as many big rocks. It's just a little bumpy is all, but a little better drive and you're moving a lot quicker. Made it to Tincup.
Oh, no, yeah, we are going to come up.
So kind of had to stop and pull over. I mean, look at this. Unbelievable. Welcome to Bridge Campground. It's about 6 little camp spots. We're taking one of them right now, but check out this river. We'll go right down, check it out here. We're gonna camp out here before we head into Lake City tomorrow. That's what we're gonna be camping by. Very, very cool. We'll explore it a little bit, see if there's better views. Pretty much we're just gonna be heading to Lake City in the morning and then hitting the southern part of the Alpine Loop. Lots of cool stuff to see there. Maybe check out American Basin. Looks like we about got to this little campsite to ourselves. Except for some gentlemen down there. Looks like they're going to be doing some fly fishing, but it's pretty small. It doesn't seem very busy, and I think from what we read, it's not popular, but it's nice. I mean, we don't need a lot. So we got a place to park, place to put up a tent. I'm going to sleep in the Bronco. I got this really pretty creek right next to us. We were bored, so we decided to go look at Gate City Campground. So David was reading where this used to be an actual railroad. I couldn't imagine being able to ride on a train through all this scenery. I think I see bats swooping out here. I don't know what that is. Maybe not. But we changed campsites. We actually came to this canyony area. David's setting up there. We are right beside this river. I mean, look at this. Look at this. How crazy is this? Absolutely stunning. This has to be one of the most amazing campsites I've ever seen in my life, and it's totally free. I'll make a members only short that actually has the exact GPS location that I am camping at right now. Well, we're about packed up. Much better night, probably the best night so far I've slept. I think probably the same for David. We're a little bit lower in altitude. This is the lowest we've been so far on this trip, about I think 7,700. Still felt really good. But man alive, when you wake up to all of this, the creator knew what he was doing, let me just tell you. Wow. Fantastic campsite. Hardly ever used. I mean, the trash bins were completely empty, and this is right after our weekend. Unreal. Next in our stops, we're going to probably pop into Lake City. Then we'll start hitting some of the southern part of the Alpine Loop. Great thing about overlanding, you don't have to have a plan. You can just have a general outline of what you want to do. Take your time, and if your timeline works out, great. If you have to make some adjustments, you got all the stuff you need right with you. It's not like backpacking. You got to make it to that river to camp by a water source, and you get to see a lot more stuff a lot faster. Oh, look at this. Wow. Is that not just spectacular? Pause the video if you want to read this. I'm not a breakfast guy, but some magic just happened here at the beautiful town of Lake City. Hunt's Brothers breakfast pizza. Look at this. There's just something about these Colorado high altitude mountain towns. They just have so much character. Oh, all green. And they also have 9-volt batteries. Someone is super happy right now.
And the breakfast pizza.
And the breakfast pizza. Driver change. David volunteered to give me a break.
Hold on for your hats and tighten those seat belts.
We're actually on the southern part of the Alpine Loop. We're going to be heading over Cinnamon Pass and a couple of other spots, so can't wait. Woohoo! Say this is the first time ever I've sat in this seat on shelf roads. Luckily he's doing a good job.
Haven't killed us yet. Give me time.
Oh boy. That's American Basin, so you literally can drive all the way back, and then there's campsites all the way back there. It's just absolute beautiful drive. That's a bucket list campsite right there. As David always says, there's no guardrails. It's definitely a different experience sitting on this side of the car, I will say.
We didn't even roll this window down.
And Bronco guys are stuck up.
That was the Jeep guys.
No, Bronco guys are stuck up. I must be a Jeep guy at heart, I guess. I don't know. There's like a house right up there. It's so crazy. You want to see us looking at? Welcome to Prospect Gulch. Beautiful. One of my favorite views down here by Silverton. Gorgeous.
Don't mind me, Jeremy.
This is how you have to deal with a photographer.
Sorry, man. Let me know if I'm bothering you.
So we're actually heading up to Ice Lake. The lady has not left the spot that we paid for yet.
She seemed to be in no hurry.
She's very, very slow packing. But David was telling me about this crazy lake, high altitude lake that we're going to. And we're about above tree line, but we stopped to kind of take in the view.
Uh-oh, you got somebody coming. I think we're about the widest spot.
Yep, I'm gonna back up and pull over.
This is what you have to do when two people come face to face.
Yep. Huh. Still making our way to Ice Lake. We're just getting above tree line. You gotta be close to 12,000 feet, I assume. Beautiful waterfall.
About 12,000.
12,000. It's up there. David doing work at his workstation here.
This is it. Disconnected in the backcountry.
We're at South Mineral Campground. And this is a really cool campground. The first time I actually been to Colorado in the Bronco was with David, and he mentioned this campground, and we came here, and it is really, really cool. You'll have to go check out his video because he put in the fact of his family history, which is really cool as well. But man, you got privacy, you got shade, you got these crazy mountain views in the background. This thing is just so popular, it's unbelievable. In fact, we got our campsite. It's not vacant, but there's people constantly driving around hoping to find a spot because it's such a nice campground. No guarantees, but if you can find a spot of South Mineral, definitely try. It's crazy. Definitely try to enjoy it. So set up in the back of the Bronco. Place isn't exactly ideal for hammocks. Trees are a little too close. Then we got David set up right behind us. It's like driving stakes into pavement, so I'd be very, very careful. That might be my only negative about this camp spot. That view makes up for it.
View's not bad.
View is fantastic. We're all set up. We got the chairs set up. We're looking at probably taco night. I'll probably make some tacos. Sounds good to me right now. This feels like a taco environment. I've seen tons of Toyotas. Tacos it is. Right now I got the solar panel charging the Energizer lithium ion battery. It's like a 330 watt hour battery. Actually does a pretty good job for what I need. So we're soaking up the sun. We are looking at we are about 58%, and I haven't charged it for a couple of days. The set power fridge is still going strong. We're looking like we're 37 degrees. It's running actually off the Bronco power right now. It'll run off of that for about another 45 minutes, and then I'll transfer it over to the battery. But that's keeping all of our taco meat and ATOD Sloppy Joe meat. It's keeping it all cold, so we're doing good. Now that's how you eat in the backcountry, is it not?
Dinner champions.
Decided to start our morning off with heading up to Stony Pass. And David went for a run.
Glad we're not walking.
The only thing up this high is marmots. He's like, I'm out of here.
I don't want my picture taken. No paparazzi.
Then I hear a pika somewhere. Yep, there he is.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Little squeeze toy.
Yeah. Well, made it to Stony Pass. It's actually right on the Continental Divide. So Pacific Ocean that way, Atlantic that way. Mountain ranges in the back on both sides of you. If you want to know what Stony Pass is about, now's the time to pause and read it. Looks like we found some snow. Cabin ruins. Maybe a mine entrance? That's got me intrigued. Oh, it is. It is. You see, there's a mine down there, a mine shaft. Oh, yeah? Yeah, and you see the tracks that run into it. That's going to make me go down there. Oh, there's still snow in it. These are not the right shoes. Whoop. Check this out. It's a mine shaft, still filled up with some snow from the winter. Trail just goes. We're on County Road 10. If you ever wondered what a county road in Colorado is like, this would be it. We've got one more obstacle we have to try to overcome before we're done with our off-roading part of the adventure. So we're making our way to Pipy Gulch right now. Got some traffic. Figured to take advantage of this moment.
On our way up to Hurricane Pass.
So up that way is Hurricane Pass. We're going to go up over it, and then you'll get a good look at Lake Como, which will go down, and then we'll come in on the back side of Pipy Gulch. What we got right there is Como Lake. You almost think that they dye it that color. That's completely natural.
The joys of off-roading or overlanding. Whoa.
Not ideal.
No, it was nice of them to park right there, wasn't it?
Of don't try that around here, guys, in a Lexus. That is really silly. You're good. Near's cleared. Right on the rock.
Yes, it is.
Bronco back there?
No. I'm going a little forceful. Hey, you made it. You took a harder line too. Yeah. There you go. Now you can turn. There you go. There you go. Nice job. Nice job. All right. Nice job.
Oh, that was fun.
I don't know. I'm sure the video sort of did it justice, but to see it in person was like, you gotta be kidding me. That was amazing. So Jeremy's had his redemption now, so the rest of this we've already done once, so we know we can do it. But it's not trivial either. This is a tough one, probably the hardest one we did last time. But wow, that was huge.
I'm so happy.
Oh, that was a door.
That was a rock slider.
Okay. This is Pipy Gulch, folks. If you're thinking about bringing your Lexus four-wheel drive out here, you might want to think twice about it. But man, is it pretty. And boy, did we get a good day to do it.
Pipy Gulch just keeps on giving. Well, now he can at least see it. He couldn't up until that moment. This is one you want to take real slow and steady. That looked like fun. Jeremy's gonna need a nap.
As soon as I started to adjust, I got tippy. I'm like, I have no choice. I have to do that. I think this isn't easy.
No, I don't think it is either.
Try to alleviate the spin here.
Piece of cake.
Back at camp, what a day. Goodness gracious. So the wall we accomplished. That was kind of the last of the overlanding that we're going to do today, or last of the trails that we're going to do. I got the tires aired back up. So all I have to do is hook up the sway bar disconnect. David's going to take me to this hidden gem of a waterfall that he knows of that's around here that his son Christian found years ago. So we're going to go check that out and see what we find. Well, we think David's secret spot has a wear path to it. It's now a well-known spot, officially. That's a legit actual trail now.
We were walking, wait till you see the pictures when we got a picture of Christian walking to it when he showed it to me for the first time. I can assure you there were no paths across that meadow.
Wow. Wow. So David calls us the Hobbity Woods. He's not too far off. Oh wow. Holy cow.
So there you go. Christian's secret spot.
It's like a goat's path. Whew. Had to climb above it. It was killing me. Had to know. Now I know there's another waterfall. We're all cleaned up. What a wonderful week. Just campsite's been great. Every campsite's been fantastic. I guess now we have one more objective to hit, and then after that we'll probably be on our way back to Indiana tomorrow. But man, I can't thank David enough for being such a great company on this trip. As always, just a wealth of knowledge for this area. Even when you think you're trying to take him to some place he has never been, it blows me away that he's been there and he remembers every detail about it. Just absolutely incredible. So, but with that being said, until next time. We are at Box Canyon, and I've been pronouncing it wrong. I've been saying Box Canyon, but apparently it's pronounced Box Canyon. So it's a slot canyon that goes back to some falls. Feels pretty safe. See the jaggedness of the slot canyon. David doesn't have much room. You can almost feel like the mist coming off. There's so much water.